Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another update video on the Corsair that I'm building, the Academy 172 Corsair. Last time you saw it, it was built. I think I'd done the cockpit. Yeah, done the cockpit and I think I might have buttoned it up. But that was it. So yeah, now it's a lot further along. I've managed to get a few hours in this week. It's basically had all the base paint down and everything. I'm not very happy with a certain aspect, and also I need advice and help on other bits and bobs. But I've got a clip from a couple of days ago of doing some stuff, and then I'll come back from that clip and show you where it is now, and then talk to you through what I did and what I need help on. Yeah, so go look at the clip from the other day. Alright, see you in a bit. Here we go guys, this is where I'm up to at the moment on the Corsair build. As you can see, I'm doing this camo pattern here, this 3-tone camo, and this is where I'm up to. I'm just doing this quick video because I'm going to try and have the last colour put on fairly soon, so I thought I'd just show you my process. As you can see, the top has been pre-shaded with tire black from Gun Sangyo. The underneath was pre-shaded with a brown, wood brown, and then the white's been added, and then the in medium blue. And we'll just put that down for a minute. Yeah, the white was Tamiya flat white mixed with some light blue from Mr. Hobby, and then so putting down the darker one first, then going back and lightening it. I found that really quite hard. White is a pig of a colour to try and work with. Or it is for me anyway. And then for the intermediate blue, I've been using medium blue from Tamiya, and then thinning that down with some white, and then misting that over to try and sort of add a faded effect, which has worked quite nicely actually, because I do want this to be a fairly weathered aircraft. So yeah, that's where she's sitting at the moment, and masked off with blue tack. Apart from the wings there and there, they were hard edged, so I just used that with some Tamiya tape. And yeah, that's where she's sitting at the moment. Fairly happy with her. So the next job is going to be putting the upper colours on, so putting the darker bits. For that I'm using Mr. Hobby navy blue, and again I'll be lightening that up with some whites, and then going back over it with the original colour to soften it down and do some fading and things like that. So yeah, there she sits at the moment, and next time you see her she'll have finished the camouflage. I've still got all the little bits and bobs to do there, but yeah, this build's progressing nicely, and yeah, happy with how she's looking thus far. Okay, cheers guys, see you soon. Alright, welcome back. So that was done the other day. Yeah, progressed more now. I'll show you where it is in a minute. Show you the paints I've used and everything as well. But I need advice about how to go next from the weathering. I've tried lots of new things on this this build. One of the biggest things that I've found, little tip, not a tip, but something for getting in and doing the paint fading and things, I have found that for the first time I've been taking this part off and just letting the needle do the work, so it allows me to get in closer. And you have to be careful not to let that touch anything because it'll scratch it or what have you, but yeah, taking that off has really allowed me to get in and sort of work the panels and sort of feather the paint more and whatnot. Obviously it's the first time I tried it, so it's not perfect, but seeing as there's lots about on Facebook at the moment, how if you're not pushing the boundaries, you're taking up too much room. But yeah, so let me spin the camera around, we can have a look where we are now, and I'm going to ask for your advice, because I don't know which way to go next. So yeah, I'll spin the camera around so you can see where we're at, and yeah, then we'll have a chat. Right, here we are guys, excuse the shaky camera. This is where we're up to now. So all the major painting has been complete. It's a bit on the wonk, there we go. That's better. It's not actually that wonky in real life. Trying to get those camo bits to meet up was an absolute nightmare. And yeah, so there's no varnish or anything on this, so I'm going to try and avoid handling it too much. But yeah, that's where she sits at the moment, and the underside much is the same as before, so like that. Now this, excuse me, this top colour here is meant to be blue, because it says there, look, navy blue. I'm not too impressed with that. That doesn't look like blue to me. It's not as grey as that in real life. It is bluer when I look at it, but it's still not blue. It's still not that blue. But, you know, we live and learn. Now, I've gone in, faded it out a little bit in places. So I am looking for a very worn appearance on this aircraft. I'm going to be weathering the bejesus out of it, because I felt like it. And yeah, so what I want to do next, if you can see the when it focuses, there you go, these fabric sections, I think I'm going to go back over with a bluer blue with this, no, not that one, maybe with a blue-grey, maybe, something like that. Just to try and pick out these sections, or maybe something even bluer. I might actually make up a little bit more of a blue, because that's the this blue is the underside sections. So I might mix up a 50-50 batch of that, or something, I don't know. But I'm going to try and pick out these fabric sections a little bit. So I'll mask them off, highlight it. And I might even pick a few random panels just to have a go at as well. But there we go. And then I need to work out how I'm going to do the rest of the majority weathering. But I will flip the camera back round. And yeah, I'll flip the camera back round. Presently, just looking at the panel lines seem to be sticking out an awful lot. But that is not actually the pre-shading, that's just where I've feathered the insides. And like I say, by the time I've finished, I've got powders and washes and filters and things to put on this yet. So I'm really hoping that it'll have toned it down a lot by the end. But I think it's I am happy with it. It's just not, I'm not sure. Just not sure. That's why I want your feedback. Anyway, I'll flip the camera back round and we can have a chat. Okay, cheers guys. Welcome back. Yeah, so there you've seen it now. Obviously there's more to do with the paintwork. Like I say, pick out a few panels, get the fabric sections looking a bit different, try and give them a bit of variation. But then, I'm not sure which way to go for the weathering. Because I was originally going to try and use salt, and put the salt on, and then mist over a colour to give it a pebbly, worn effect. But what I'm asking you guys is, what colour would I use? Would it be a grey, a muddy sort of browny colour, a blue, a lighter blue, a darker blue. So if you could give me some suggestions for weathering the main blue sections, for weathering the dark blue sections here on the wings and down the body. If you guys could give me some thoughts as to what colour to use for the salt, or have I left it too late to use the salt? Should I have done the salt first, then applied that colour and took the salt off with that colour already underneath? So that's one way, salt weathering, to give it a mottled look, which is what I do want to try, but I just can't figure out what colour to use. If I don't do that, I could go down my route, what I'm happier with, using filters, oils, and then a really fine brush to do some chipping with some lighter colours, going down to silvery, down to actual zinc chromite for the real worn away bits, and then using dust effects and things like that. So that's the two options. I'd really like to know what you think about that. And yeah, and then when I know, I'll be able to crack on, because yeah, it's nice. I've turned out nice. I'm just a bit disappointed with that Mr. Hobby navy blue. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, but it might help depict the final aircraft as being really worn and battered. So maybe it's not too much of an issue. Maybe it's just more in my head. But yeah, so that's where she sits at the moment, guys. I'd love your feedback. I'm desperate for your feedback. And yeah, let me know. Salt chipping, what colour to give that mottled variation effect that I'd get once the salt's been took off. Alright, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll do another part when it's like I said, I'm gonna go back, because this kit is a bit of a, this is my first one back in after doing all that bloody bolt action. I wanted to try some new things, try pre-shading with the two different colours. I've tried getting a lot closer, trying to use my airbrush a lot more professionally, getting in close, really using it to feather the colours and really get an uneven, not monotone. Yeah, so just let me know what you think, and then yeah, let me know which way I should go, and also what colour you'd recommend to dilute to give it that pebble dashy look that I'm looking for. Alright, thanks very much guys. See you soon on the next update. Nice one.